but should be okay. So, welcome back to Stories, the Bad of Destinies, either on Twitch or later on in YouTube as well. So, we have thus far revealed 3 truths. Don't Think Twice, where we found out about Lapino as a traitor, or Lappi. And for a fistful of ducats here, where we found out that the Iblis Stone corrupts anyone who uses it, no matter who it happens to be. And then the truth about the Skyripper score, which we kind of now know from 2 stories. The very first time we went through, and the second time that it also quite failed. Catastrophically, guide to the galaxy way, so to speak. So, we have seen 4 stories from overall 24 stories. So there is in all reality quite a few stories left if we would want to be real completionist. But at least there is the 2 stories that I want to see relating to her, which are the story about, well, which one we started now, where after we go first to the Skyripper's armature and then actually follow our heart and go to her. And the second way is through going to Iblis Stone, which starts to affect us when we have the Skyripper score and then we choose to go to her. Both of those I wish to know certainly enough how they would exactly be ending. But otherwise, not sure. There's plenty of other things that we could be doing if we so wish. But we'll see about that. I guess I probably might hide the heart, just because it probably is the thing that could show us exactly which path we should be taking. So probably best I go and take that off. I think we can be started to continue the game at this point, and considering the first story we enter into anyways is something we have already seen. And I need to be getting used to the patterns again, so let us go and continue the game. The loading screen doesn't usually take too long, at the very least. Yeah, so that was that button, and this was this, and yes, this used the special ability. Again, will take a little bit of while nonetheless to be able to do them all.
As he set foot on the island, Renato couldn't help feeling a bit curious. Was Lapino still waiting to be rescued? No. He was probably drinking champagne with the ravens. Did ravens drink champagne? Did rabbits? Renato felt oddly thirsty, come to think of it. Why had he chosen the Skyripper? Renato never made plans that required constant vigilance. He was a hero. He didn't think too much. He just went with his gut and hoped it all worked out. The Skyripper was a long shot. He'd have to devote himself to it. No side journeys, no rescuing old friends. That was against his nature. Could he stick with it?
Well, I think we will not be sticking to it this time around. We will get the armature, but then we certainly will not be sticking to it. Certainly not. That is not the plan this time around. We do not wish to be completing the Skyripper, we just simply wish to go and... is there a treasure chest here? Yes, there was. Can't remember exactly all the correct paths though, but let us head downstairs then. And hello Chim Chim, even if I don't see your chat message yet, but I see that you started watching, so welcome to the stream. We are just starting with this new story. I could be upgrading this. Yeah. Hello, Chim Chim. Yeah, can't upgrade this. So I could upgrade the Firefox, but I kind of would like to upgrade this first. So I guess I'll be saving for that. The other choice is, of course, do I want to be using these gems? I think I'll use the Treasure Hunter, and I think I'll use the Energy and Kill. But as such, the Shield Breaker makes things a lot easier. But maybe I should try to learn to deal with the shield crowns a little bit differently and not always relying on that. So maybe I should try something else. This would be nice enough, then I wouldn't need to be worrying about the spell damage quite that hugely. Or attack speed. Let's take the elemental resistance, I guess. Then I need to deal with the shield crowns a little bit better than just hitting them. Be friendly. Not sure that's a viable strat, okay. Well, we are going for the armature now, and then to the story that we talked of going towards. At least need to deal with these eyeballs again, though.
Boy, if looks could kill.
If looks could kill. There's a shadow door. Did I enter that last time around? I don't remember. I don't recall. Did I? Did I not? Well, I still want to kill these. I don't remember if I did visit in that shadow door, though.
The people who had built this castle, did they even know what monstrous weapon lay hidden within their walls? The Sky Ripper could destroy anything it touched, or so the legend.
I think actually the HUD is disabling me from seeing which weapon I am using and so on the left corner, yeah.
As the Transcendent Emperor had fought the Lost Gods, thousands of thousands had died. But Renato had been through wars. The only merciful war was a short one.
I at least remember well enough. Yeah, is remember what you've already been to. I did go through the stories that we've done thus far before, but at least we can look a little bit again into it after.
Can you guys actually
this.
tell each other apart? Because I'm thinking name tags.
I do need to specifically kill this guy. Why can't I hit him? I'm very confused. I'm trying to hit this guy, but he's not taking any damage. Do I need to use some other weapon? Okay then. So, thank you for actually taking some damage. That was a little bit silly. He's not a raven, he's a bug. Yeah. Where you can at least backtrack physically. Yeah, true. Assas. I should actually just quickly, just a little bit try to maneuver the shot so that I can see easier exactly everything. Yeah, just quickly a little bit. It's difficult sometimes to get it properly so that I can see it well enough, but that should work well enough, I think. Yes, good. That's a little bit better for me to see. So why are you doing that now? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, like I was pressing the right mouse button, but because I had last time around I guess used this, it's just did that all the time when I press the right mouse button when it should be moving. So a little bit silly, but not too big of an issue. But yeah, we'll just go through this, get the armature again, and
that had been his mistake before. Trusting his old friend Lapino, who had been through so many battles with him and shed so many heartaches, who he'd rescued so many times.
We have read this, though.
What was up with that guy anyway?
I remember we have read this. Yes, the secret journal.
Ice walls only let you through if they knew you were cool.
Well, we are cool. I like to be cool even with that sword, as sus. Okay, remembering all the buttons. Remembering how to use each button. And destroying all the bots again. As such, I'm not sure exactly how many stories we would want to be going through. Let's go to the right path, I guess. I can't see very well there, which is quite annoying. He didn't throw it. I tried to at least throw it,
there
but
was a
it didn't
radiance
throw
at
it.
the end of a long, dark tunnel.
Mother.
Mother?
He does.
You thought?
Well, you think things. Ronaldo, you think things. Okay. Let's take a little bit life energy from you. Acceptable or good style at least. Mutter something, yep. Let's see, I like this sword though. Otherwise, let's open the chest. We gain just plus 10 health. That's pretty poor, but okay then. If it must be. Okay, so we are back into the normal path, I think, but what is in here? I wanna know. Is there something interesting in here? Hello, Mavarintia. How are you doing? Oh, this is the same place. I was just here. Okay, well, good, fine. Let's just run back then. Let's just run back. Okay, so hero sword needed into here. No, just put it there. Don't hit the door. Good to hear you're doing pretty good. Hope you are having a good evening there. More of this ice all over the place. Just need to be then a little bit careful. How did you even He rushed through the other side to kill the one that was further away and didn't kill the one that was close by. Fine. Fine.
Didn't your mother tell you it's rude to stare? Snapped Renato, a little smug.
Fine. Fine, Ronaldo, if you must do that way. And get into 10 hit points, I mean. I need help. Need to block that guy first and foremost. Okay, well, I guess that works, even though not really that great, but... Well, unless we gain some more hit points, and good evening, and Ilta, Tajunta as well. Good evening, hope you're doing well as well. Good. And everything. Okay, so, where do we want to go? Okay, what does this do then?
With enough leverage, you could go anywhere.
Yeah, this was the puzzle, and I was able to also skip it from here, wasn't I? There was another path here. Yeah, there was. Okay, well, I guess I'll go through here. It's a different door after all. So, it's kind of more interesting. Ice sword. Okay. Aw, you didn't throw him quickly enough. Which is kind of sad. Oh no, not those explodey guys.
It's a bicycle!
Yeah, popsicle, yeah, but then I died anyways. But I did have slightly less health anyways. Okay, let's see about getting some health. 50 health is decent, but yeah, I'm trying to deal with these okay, guys a little bit differently anyways now. Don't like the exploding guys again though. So go, move, move. Like trying to wait that please go and start actually moving. I want to be killing this guy first and foremost though, if in any way possible. Then should clear this guy, and then we can kill this one. Yeah, couple of funny bugs here and there for sure. And yes, good to see you both, and also Marinthia here for sure. And we'll see. I'm not sure how many stories we should be doing more in here. This is a very good question because I'm not sure how interesting it is to see all stories when there's like 24 stories overall, which is a little bit different endings. But we'll see. First of all, we have to uncover the one last truth and see how that will be playing out for us. Okay, let's see. Where was the path exactly then? I guess into this direction. It's fine. Can I get any more skills? I can get one skill, whatever that will be. I guess I was thinking of doing this, yeah, so that I can dash through the shield enemies too. So let's take the last of that, so that next time I can take that. And then we are to the armature, so we get this thing again.
There it was. Skyripper's armature. The stuff that dreams are made of. Engineers' dreams, anyway.
The device was intricate. No one alive had the skill to make a thing like it. How was it part of a weapon at all? He'd have to ask a scientist. But first, he'd get the second piece. Skyripper had a heart.
Nope.
A core that had come to rest on the next island. Well, there was another island he could reach. Zenobia had just invaded it with her father's Raven battalions. She must be encamped there still. But fighting Zenobia now, that made no sense at all. He'd already sacrificed one friend to get this armature, was it? He didn't need to hurry to face her. She would find him.
But yeah, there is definitely, like, here we can easily check the stories we have had. Here we went for Zenobia with Lappi, and Lappi betrayed us and shot us with a crossbow. Here we got the Iblis Stone, and we tried to be the hero, and the frog used it and he then got corrupted by the Iblis Stone. That was the truth. And then this was the very first story that we did. We had Lappi as a friend, and we did go nonetheless to the stone, or the Skyripper core, and it poisoned us, and we was able to deal with it because we went to the one scientist, but things didn't quite work out. And this was the latest story where we got the armature and the core, and then everything went bad. Guide to the galaxy and everything like that. There was such a bad little odds that everything would be sucked to the black hole, but it happened. So the only truth that we were missing was the one about the cat, Zenobia, as it was, and that is why we are here right now. We are going to go for Zenobia. Not actually the armature, but we suddenly just decide that maybe he should go see Zenobia, who had just invaded the city nearby. She was the Emperor's adopted daughter and greatest general, but she was also his old friend. Reynold didn't know why, but he felt the urge to go see her. Yeah, 1 in 100 chance of total annihilation, and it happened. No risk, no reward. Yeah. But the other story that I do want to see is the one that where we go through the Iblis Stone and from there go to her trap, Zenobia's trap, and see how that goes. Like, there's a few stories that I would like to at least still see. But do we need to go through all the stories is a different thing. But there's the few that I do want to see. This first, and maybe we'll see that one as well. But first, we got the sudden urge to go see her.
Renato asked himself why he changed course to confront Zenobia. He'd no idea. Sometimes he would just do things, and he could never figure out why he'd done them. Usually, they worked out. After all, he was a hero.
After all, he was a hero. Totally. Totally, totally. Absolutely. So this is where we have
The truth
never
is,
been
though,
before.
you wanted to see her, wasn't it? It had been a dozen years since Swordfu School. He'd followed every rumor about her, every scrap of news. Not that he still loved her. After all, she was his enemy. No, it was solely because know your enemy. But it would be great to see her. Even if they faced off across sword points, as they'd done so many times at school. The world was a less interesting place without her.
Yeah, he totally had no feelings for her at all anymore. Totally. No feelings at all. Absolutely no feelings. Everyone believes you. Reynaldo, everyone believes you, and yes,
Sparkly, thought Reynardo.
a hero in a video game. Yes, he indeed is a hero. We'll see, we'll see. So that would be a hero sword path. But what would be in this? Oh, come on, Pot. You cannot be invulnerable to my sword swings. Okay, what's in there? What would be in here? It's just questions. What way to take? I can go there, but I can't come back if I go there. Do I go through the hero sword path, like the door, or do I go there? But like hero sword is something you have in the very start, so you would be able to come here always. God damn it, I don't know which way to take. Well, there's seems to be just a chest, so... Okay, good, I got his shield. I was trying to just like actually do the other thing. I need your shield. Well, that did get to attack me because of that, but yeah, I'm trying to learn to deal with the sword enemies in a better way. Do not defy me, bot. Yes.
You had all the ingredients for a pretty nifty sword.
Yes. Okay, so that was just for loot. Good to know. Good to know. Alright, then here. Interesting music. There's a chest. Ravens. Though not the enemy type of ravens, but ravens nonetheless. They're on a ship, or flying on top of that ship for some reason or another. Skills, but I doubt I have skills. So, no skills for me, or upgrades for skills. Okay.
You brush.
Aww. God damn it. It's like when I'm trying to deal with differently with the shield enemies, then I do the wrong things. Oh well. Again. I guess those are Raven kids. It's interesting as such that there's different enemies sometimes, cause like considering now there's this enemy here. Certainly wasn't here before. I need your shield, thank you. Oh, nice, I dropped him completely off. Well, go there. I guess I could just pick you up too and just throw you. Goodbye, Raven. Yeah, practice makes perfect. I'm trying to learn to deal with them in a different way than just always hitting them. Yes. See you, bye-bye, yes. Absolutely. It is nice to be able to throw, but I usually just hit quickly, and I should be pressing the button if I want to actually grab someone, so... That's something that I should then change. Do I have enough ore for upgrading this? No. I need about 20 more ore to be able to upgrade that one. A fiery door. Should I enter the fiery door? I guess I should. Probably yes. This should at least be able to maybe bring another little story piece, because we have never been
Had that
here.
door been opened before?
I don't know if the door had been opened before. This place looks lovely. Okay, made it before that tried to come and block me. At least there's treasure, so that's good. But loads of help that I do not require at the moment, but oh well. Well, wherever this teleporter exactly. Okay, it just takes me straight to this spot back, so okay, yes. We go on, bots. Yes. They should listen. Take it. Okay. Then this lever.
He couldn't do worse with Zenobia than he'd done with the core, could he?
We don't know. We don't know. Maybe we can do worse with Zenobia than with the core, but who knows? There's a. Can I like destroy?
Truth was, Renato really liked the sound his sword made in the air.
Can I like get there somehow? There's a door that requires the eyes. But I don't see how I can pass this. Maybe it's something that I can do just later on. I didn't see any other way to go though. You didn't see either, right? Like up there? I don't think there was any other way. So I guess I have to jump down, but now I'm very curious why there's the door that I could open with the ice sword. I can't pass. Aw. Oh, I guess I gotta jump down. Yep. Or ice. Fire sword works on doors, doesn't work on fire or ice. Yep. Oh, these things again. And boxes, yay for us to be able to destroy. Well, it teleported me. I was destroying that.
In
and
this
then
chest, there were woodcuts of amazingly beautiful vixens wearing no clothes at all. And something more useful.
No clothes at all. Okay. Well, I accidentally skipped a
Renato
little bit.
wasn't entirely sure how he was going to capture Zenobia. She'd be expecting him. And he didn't have Lapino to cook up a clever plan. Why was it again that he hadn't got the core?
Maybe because the results tended to be disastrous.
Yes.
These streets were familiar. The Swordfu School was closed now, but he had been down that street 1,000 times. He knew that pub. He knew that alley. He knew the alley behind it much too well. No wonder Zenobia had chosen to invade this island herself.
Interesting. So
I bet I could make my sword better, thought Renato.
interesting though that this is. I guess this is the place. Rated 18 plus, totally. Are they still foxy ladies if they're foxes? I suppose so. But yeah, very interesting. As sus. Certainly. I guess we should go here. But they definitely... I can understand why they both then want to come to this island if this is the place where they actually trained together. So it's kind of a funny place for their meeting now then. Okay. Where's the one who has given you bonus? Or is it somewhere in here? I don't see anyone like that though. Let's just slash you into pieces, I guess. I do like this sword. Great style even, apparently. Because I threw some enemies and all that, I guess. Oh, hey, at least I've gotten better style. Yes, there's more story to read here. I was thinking that there should be some story that we have never been able to read before. Okay, so dear Zenobia, as you read this letter, you are locked in your chambers, ready to spend your last night before Well, you know, I will not apologize. I know you are too proud to forgive me. I also know you won't resist reading through. You are a cat, as much as I have tried to educate you like a proper toad. I think this is a similar thing that we read before, though. Well, but we haven't ever been here before, so I'll read it again, nonetheless. I swear to you, and you have to believe me, that I did not plan all this when I adopted you. You have always been my special little kitten. That is why I am writing this now, weeks in advance. This is definitely the same we have read before. I was really hoping that this would have been something that we have never read before, considering I haven't exactly been here. But maybe this is the same map that some other map has been, so I don't know. I know I will not have the heart to do it in the night of the sacrifice. If I think of you as my daughter, then I may change my mind. You must think I am selfish, and yes, I am a selfish, sad little toad that is afraid to die. But what I am doing will ultimately serve the greater good. I want the power, I want it all, and so I will keep my subjects content. Peace for eternity. Even if you hate me now, you can still respect that. You have to. It is the only way I can forgive myself for doing this to you. I will miss you for eternity. Tomorrow, try not to make a scene. Everyone will be watching. Still with love, Father. But, so, has he sacrificed her? If he has sacrificed Zenobia, how is Zenobia here? And this talks about tomorrow. Is that tomorrow not yet? Is the tomorrow later? I do not know. Yeah, geez, Dad, I don't want to get sacrificed tomorrow. Yeah, well, you better. It's not fair. It may not be fair, but that's how things have to be, apparently. At least according to Toad Father. No, don't hit him.
Smells burnt fur. His.
At least I'm getting less damage from that now.
I'm doing that, thought Renato.
Like, sometimes it's annoying, sort of, because, like, I press the button to throw, but it's a little bit too late anyway, so... I need help. I need help again. You got me. It's annoying that you got me, but you still got me. At least now I was able to do a nice counter. Decent, I guess. You don't have to be sacrificed. Why do I have to be? Yeah, well, I guess someone has to be sacrificed and he doesn't want to sacrifice himself, I guess, then. Or maybe it has to be a female and not a male that has to be sacrificed. Maybe that's the reason. Who knows? Nice little boat. Interact?
Renato slinked through Zenobia's ship, making no sound at all. Where were her guards? Finally, he reached her bedroom. She was curled up on her bed. Oh, he'd forgotten how beautiful she was. How sleek, how soft. He tapped her on the shoulder with his sword. She vanished. And he suddenly noticed he couldn't move except his mouth. In fact, soon he couldn't keep his mouth shut. He told Zenobia everything. Skyripper, the Iblistone, even where the secret rebel base was, until he was hoarse.
Oh dear.
It was some kind of truth spell. A talky truth spell. She called her father by Farspeaker Toad and filled His Majesty in. But why didn't he get the core? Croaked the Farspeaker in something like His Majesty's croak. Because I missed you, darling. Renato grinned. He doesn't even know why, frowned Zenobia. That makes no sense. It's a trap, shouted the Emperor. I'll meet you at the outpost, and I'll bring my interrogators.
Oh dear.
If Renato came face to face with the Emperor, maybe he could assassinate him. But maybe it would be smarter and safer to turn Zenobia against her father.
Okay, well, this is interesting choice. Now we have 3 votes though. Jim Jin Maverentia, And Tayunda, what do you think? Should we try to go meet the Emperor? And the Emperor was heading for the Nexus. Reynolds could attempt an assassination. He would let Zenobia take him to the Nexus and then he would escape. Or should we? He could turn Zenobia against her father. He could show her evidence of the Emperor's madness. But they would need to pay a visit to the scientist on the Nexus. He knew exactly what to say to make her listen. I didn't expect this kind of a choice. I didn't expect it. What do we do? You say B, so turn Zenobia against her father. Wasn't this an all-in on Zenobia run? Possibly yes, considering we don't know the truth about Zenobia, but assassinating the Emperor directly sounds like a suicide mission. Yes, it does sound like it. They are both new options, which is the sweet thing. Awesome to have completely something new to choose from. So yeah, definitely interesting to see. It would be interesting for me to see both of the options. But I've got the feeling we'll doom the world again. We're getting good at it. Yeah, it's most likely going to happen. We're going to doom the world. So... did he just engineer an assassination attempt by acting dumb? Well, or he just told his real feelings that he kind of just wanted to see Zenobia. And maybe that is dumb, listening to your heart in this sort of a situation when the world is at stake. But... But both do seem very interesting choices. And I actually think that that was actually the same area where we went with Lapino when we were going for her. And at that time, actually, we in the map that we were just before, and then we chose to go with Lapino's plan, and that's why the story went differently. Maybe if we with Lappi would have chosen to go with our own way, maybe we would be in a similar type of a situation, though not quite, because Lappi would still be there. It's going to be one of those. The truth is the hard things, isn't it? Isn't the hard things, yeah. I think I might have predicted that last time too, yeah. So, Chim Chim, Tayunta, what are your votes? Mavarentia said B. Do you agree or not? Do we get all 3 votes for B or no? At least when there's 3 votes, I don't have to be a veto vote. Your votes count. Choose. What will be our destiny? B. Alrighty. Then Jim Jim, I would assume that you would be pretty fine with going with Zenobia Bad as well, in all reality, even if you didn't say the B choice, but let's go and turn Zenobia against her father. So, Reynolds' irrational decision to find Zenobia after collecting the Skybridge armature turned out to be a disaster, but maybe he could salvage the situation. He could turn Zenobia against her father. He could show her evidence of the Emperor's madness, but they would need to pay a visit to the scientists on the Nexus. He knew exactly what to say to make her listen.
What are you doing? Asked Zenobia. Did you ever wonder why the Emperor adopted you? He asked her. She shook her head. He told her. His Majesty wanted to bring the lost gods back. They could make him an eater of souls, an immortal. But to seal his bargain with them, he needed a sacrifice. Someone who truly loved him. She was stunned. Furious. You're lying. Under a true spell? It's a trick. You can't prove that. Take me to the observatory, and I will.
Take me to the observatory and we shall be seen. We'll see how the things will go to with the observatory though, because they are kind of the enemy of Zenobia. So... Truth spell, backfire. Yes.
What kind of proof could you possibly have? She said as they landed on the Nexus. Your father ritually sacrificed a village, and he left witnesses? The scientist resurrected one. Well, it's not really alive, but it can talk. A true witness. She frowned. The dead can't lie. Well, I bet they could. They just don't have any reason to. She nodded grimly. You go on ahead. I don't want the Ravens to see me.
Well, interesting. Bring Zenobia to the true witness.
It was time to make a new sword.
Yes, it was, and that's why I need all the ore I can get. Alright, let's go ahead, which is not this way, but rather to the teleporter. Yes, I knew that. Totally didn't go the wrong way. Sure, I'll go on ahead, risk my life and everything, yes. Well, that's the hero's path, you know. Heroes need to risk their lives, and he's the hero and all. Or you could tell them not to attack me. I guess she doesn't want to be seen as betraying her father, so I guess that has something to do with it. Besides, maybe she doesn't exactly know yet. Yeah, maybe it does seem less risky though, but who knows? We're not Reynaldo nor Zenobia. Exactly. We are acting on behalf of Reynald, kind of, but... Well, let's go here again. I do think that this was the way that there was first some loot before we needed to then go there. Use this. To open this again to get the loot.
There was an engraving. Maximum capacity, 130 people.
130 people in this kind of little square. I don't think that would work very well. I don't think that sounds like a good idea. To have 130 people in that sort of a very small space, but... Okay, whatever, Reynaldo. Yeah, how would you even 130 put into that sort of a small space? Like, they would have to be on top of each other and everything, but I guess it's just because it would be able to carry that much weight, but it still wouldn't be a very good plan, though. Well, let's change into a quick motion speed. And throw a little bit, and then go and hit some more. Even a real nice block right there. Awesome.
Bernardo
Nice.
danced around the room yelling, oh yeah, that's how we do it. It was something he liked to do, but only after he'd killed all the witnesses.
Only after he killed all the witnesses. By people, it could mean bodies, yeah. You assume they're alive. Yeah, I guess, yeah, that makes more sense that just meaning that, okay, this many bodies would fit into this. Like, it can carry 130 when you just put all the bodies there. Yeah, stacked efficiently. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot more sense. Good call there. And I think we have read this before. Yeah, this is about the transcendent empire and the time and merely a tapestry upon which these laws manifest themselves. Yes, entropy, secret journal. Have to admit, even if you repeat the levels so much, the voice lines don't really seem to repeat that much. Yeah, totally. Very, very true. Like, we had never heard that either. Like, what he said now, Reynaldo said after the combat. Never heard it before. So still some funny, surprising ones in there. So even if we know the level layout, it doesn't matter that much because it's not that big of an issue in the end, really. Just open it. It is kind of funny that we still have this armature hanging around us, even though like we haven't tried to use it in any way or anything. So Yeah, that's kind of interesting. We just have heat here, but we don't really use it for anything. It has nothing powerful in it. It's just here and all. Yeah, you can just go into this. Armature lonely, want a friend. Yeah, but there's no friends inside. Nothing of a like. Zenobia wouldn't really work for that either, truly. And the stories are interesting, like a lot of choices that you wouldn't expect. Like I would have definitely not expected that would have ended in the way that it did just a moment ago. Like with the Zenobia, convince Zenobia or go and try to kill the Emperor. So I need to take your sword, raise you up a little bit, that would be better. Didn't manage to press it onto both of them, but I wanted this sword though. Aw, didn't manage to get this guy though, which is kind of a shame. I'm too low health. I was just looking that I have too low health. I let myself down there. Oh well, tried to do too many things that shouldn't have done. Oh well, I'll do it again. I want to kill this guy especially, which is the problem, that I want to be able to kill him, but then like you need to get this. It's the thing when I try to get the shields away from them and then one of the other guys is managing able to come get me. Should be more careful with that. I want to kill you. He still got me. This is really a little bit annoying. Where did he go? There he is. Where did he go again? And then sometimes I press the button that tries to go like there. I tried to... game, are you working? That feels a little bit strange. I'm not sure if it is working now. Because it seems like it bugged out because I pressed a button that I shouldn't have pressed that early, maybe. Do I need to do a lot? Yeah, it says that it's not answering. Fine. Now it says like it's supposedly answering, but it's not actually answering. Yeah. I pressed it too early. I shouldn't have pressed it that early. But shouldn't have to probably go through too much, but I'll have to quit it and just start again. I'm pretty sure that's going to be the case, unfortunately. Annoying. Though. Welp. Doesn't take too much time, but still a bit of an extra time that wouldn't have had to be used like this, and I don't know how much I will have to replay of that. At least that level I probably have to start from the beginning. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Haven't ever had to do this before after all, so don't exactly know. And yeah, bugs, unfortunately. When something like that happens. Very annoying when it does. Gladly it hasn't happened ever before, that it has just like frozen completely. Well, we'll see where we have to be continuing from. Doesn't take too long though. Especially if I don't fail in combat. Shouldn't fail. Okay, stories about Destinies. Let's continue. Wherever we can, continue. Let's see. Any guesses where we shall be continuing from? Would it be even starting from the checkpoint? It could be as kind as just restarting us from the checkpoint. Though I doubt it. But it's a possibility. Because it was a checkpoint. Maybe we can start from there. Yeah. Fingers crossed for that right at the crash point.
What kind of proof could you possibly have?
No.
She said as they landed on the Nexus.
Well.
Your father ritually sacrificed a village, and he left witness.
Can I ever, like, skip any of these things, though?
The scientist
Probably
resurrected
not.
one.
Yes, I can. Okay. Yep. Nope, unfortunately. Well, I won't be destroying those at least. I'll go again to the right side
Renata
first,
wondered
because it doesn't
what would
take
happen if
long.
he jumped. Would he be rescued by an emergency platform?
Maybe. I don't know. Is there emergency platforms? But I will not destroy all of those things, but I'll go here because there's a pretty good loot nonetheless in here. So it does seem like a logical thing to go and visit here though. Yeah, but doesn't take too long. I just won't destroy all of those when we already did it. Yeah. I do like to destroy them when we go through it first time, but I'll just come and get the chest and that's it. That's all I'm going to go and do. Like this. If there's no emergency, there's no emergency platform. True. I don't know where the emergency platform would just then suddenly appear to when there's an emergency.
I interrupted story time. Caught the lead, Raven. Now we'll never find out how it ended.
What? They apparently were telling some stories over here. I interrupted their story time. How sad, isn't it? Raven's story time ended. And yes, they will never know how the story ended because they aren't even there anymore. So, but yeah, that was the same thing. Not confident. Then take this chest, and then that's all. At least this gives a relatively nice amount
no
of
sense
this ore.
collecting more materials. It was time to make something pointy.
No, I want the upgraded shadow sword, so I need 5 more stones. 5 more stones, no more, no less. Gladly, when you know the map well enough, it doesn't indeed take that long to get here. Okay, I need to do better job with those sword things. Just win Ravens, then story end. Yeah. Through. I hate it when it can't go through those enemies. I guess it can still freeze those though. I just want to kill you. Let's get some more health back though. Just because. Okay, well at least now I was able to do it easily enough. So that's all good. Just some random ones that I shall destroy from time to time. Open the chest. Yay, now I should have enough stones to also upgrade the shadow sword, so that will be nice. See.
She caught up with him. Don't you think I'd know if my father wanted to invoke the lost gods? Would he tell you? No. Would you help him? No. I'd burn his books. Why'd he adopt a stray cat? You don't ask a thing like that. No, not when there's no good answer, she said, her whiskers twitching.
Poor Zenobia. Being adopted by a crazy toad king. Fine, if you wanna take a different elevator, that's fine. I can take this elevator alone, you come afterwards. You just stay there, watching me go. there's the same bug in this ground again. You remember? This happened last time around too. There wasn't crowd here and there wasn't crowd on top here, which made me
The scientist
confused.
at the observatory had a true witness to one of the Emperor's blasphemous rituals. The dead could be made to speak for a short while. Interestingly, they could not be made to lie. After all, what do they have to lose or gain by lying?
Okay, I got this. Sitting down at the breakfast, Zenobia, I'm thinking of resurrecting the... require a few sacrifices, but I think it's fine. Yeah, totally. Ah.
Energy spheres. Easy to dodge, but boy do they sting if you didn't pay attention.
Yes. Easy to dodge at least when there's ground. Well. Eek. It's just like when activating at the wrong time, then at least it's going to go badly. So. But it's kind of funny that the same thing is active here. Like, there's still the problem of not having the ground there in that specific location, which is quite weird. I'm trying to get into here because I want to deal with you. Okay. Okay. I didn't notice you early enough though, which is quite of a shame. Go there. I'm trying to move.
Once again,
I have
Renato
the
was
dodge.
dead right. Or actually just dead.
Well, you can be dead right and dead, I think. So, as such. But it's annoying when you get stuck with something like that sort of a situation. When I'm trying to go and dash through, but then it just says, or it does it into a wrong direction like there, and then I got stuck into that, which is really annoying. Now I seriously need health more. Okay, good enough. Getting more health back. No, you won't. I don't like you at all.
I'm just trying to teach you how to fly.
But yeah, it's a dodge that that's not working always, because it's just like it doesn't wanna activate as quickly as I would want it to activate sometimes. Maybe I should try to get one more of this, but I don't press it usually that often, so that it should have one of those charges up. So I'm not sure. Maybe I'm just failing with it, but I don't know. It just doesn't seem responsive enough for me, nonetheless, sometimes.
There was an inscription. No spitting.
Fine. I guess it would be kind of bad because there's different levels and you spit from here, it might hit someone else in the head. And yeah, the one skill you'd want quickly, the dodge skill. Yep. This seems to be the same sort of site that we saw with Lapino. They're all dead, so that's great. There's our proof that with the true witness and all. Yep, totally. Perfect, great, lovely. They're all dead again.
The observatory was a burning hulk. Dead scientists and black feathers everywhere. The ravens had burned the reanimated witness to cinders. Renato was stunned. There goes my proof. These were scientists, not rebels, Zenobia said, upset. Why would he do this? I don't know. Let's go to the fleet and ask him. Yes. I'll meet you on the mountains. There's something I have to get first. But could he afford to meet her in the mountains? He'd given the Empire the location of the secret rebel base. They would need rescuing.
Well, I assume we will rather choose to go with Zenobia onto the mountains, rather still than just rescue the rebel base. Cause we chose to go with Zenobia after all. It seems like kind of a silly idea to just say that no. Yeah, all in. So whatever Zenobia was up to, he was too invested to leave her to her own devices. Maybe he should meet her on the mountains, which is the logical choice then. Whatever Zenobia was up to, saving the rebel base was the top priority. He could meet Zenobia again, he was sure of it, but first to the rebel base. Yeah. Meet Zenobia on the mountains. Most likely you guys choose that. Yes, all in to the mountains. Maverentia, I hope you would agree, going with Zenobia as well. So, let's go. Let's meet Zenobia.
Why was he going to meet up with her? Wasn't it more important to rescue the Rebel Council from the almost certain Imperial attack? Why was he in this war anyway? Was it really to fight the good fight, or did he just want to see her again? One of these days, Renato thought, I should really figure out my motives before I pounce. Nah.
Why am I doing this thing? Asked Reynaldo to himself. Why, oh why? I wonder how it would have gone if we had tried to go
Was
and
it true?
meet the Toad.
Was he on this adventure just to see Zenobia again? The Imperial heir was not an easy cat to see. Well, she'd ignored all his Kwanzaa gifts. And on the other paw, trying to get a date by joining a war against your intended was, let's say, pretty optimistic. But on the back paw, thought Renato, yes, it sounded exactly like him. Good, I'm so glad we had this little chat, he told himself.
It's always a woman. So you say. Hey, we can upgrade the Shadow Sword. Yay. Upgrade.
Now he could slice the wings off a fly in the air.
Greatly increases...
Not that he would. It's sort of mean, really.
I guess, yeah, but on the other hand, like, if they are really bothering you, like, they could just leave you alone. Then you don't need to slice the wings of a fly. It's kind of a funny thing that in English the saying with, like, getting two things at one is like the, getting two birds with one stone. It seems a lot more weirder to me than the Finnish one is basically just getting two flies with one strike, which is especially today's day probably something that a lot more people would possibly get with one strike, two flies, than getting two birds with one stone. But yeah, it just came into mind from that. I haven't found any more gems though, which is fine, I guess. Yay, Shadow Sword. Better. Fly Sweater seems less collateral damage, I guess. Yeah, that's the saying, or how it goes in Finnish anyways.
Oh, good! I need a new rug for me nest, said the lead raven.
Okay, got that. At least. The speed does seem to be very highly increased though when I use the special ability. Only acceptable style, I guess that's fine. Only that though. Guess we gotta go backwards then, or back into here. I wonder what Zenobia is going to be getting. I don't know which other languages have the two flies instead of two birds with one stone. Can't say. Yep, this is very efficient striking. Give me that. I so pressed it in there. Okay. Like I was thinking, I don't want to stay there for sure now. Aww. Okay, that worked out well enough. Good. Fine enough. I don't know. I don't know though, where that saying is used like that or not. Yay, energy.
There was an engraving. Maximum capacity, 130 people.
It probably replayed this because we hadn't seen it last time before the crash, or we had seen it before the crash happened and not after the crash happened then again. So now it replayed that which it had said before. It doesn't do it very often, but in this case certainly did, which is interesting enough. I don't know, let's go to the ice store, even if I can talk. But anyways, this way around and see where exactly this will be taking us. Anyways, did we specify which location in the mountains? Like, mountains seems like a pretty big place to meet someone in. Like, yeah, let's meet at the mountains. Yeah. Where exactly in the mountains though? On the top of the mountain? That wasn't even specified. Would be thinking that it's quite hard to even meet Zenobia in here, but I guess they know the place better than I do. I guess. Food. Health. Yay. I tried to be just opening it. Just open the chest. Good. Battle, yes. Have that. Yay. Got him. Style grade is decent enough.
There were a lot of dead ravens along the side of the road.
Just
Someone had rampaged through here on a killing spree.
What had Zenobia gone to get? He had a chilling feeling.
Oh
It
dear.
was the Iblis stone. Zenobia was level-headed. A stone could make anyone bloodthirsty. He could tell her style from the blade work on the dead birds.
Her style on the... Okay, this may be something that will teach us from Iblis Stone and not about Zenobia in the end when she's going to go and get the Iblis Stone. Yes, oh noes indeed. That is bad. I don't know what we can do about that. It probably wants... Iblis Stone probably, if it's with Zenobia, wants her to kill Reyno though. Yep, well... This sounds bad. This sounds just bad.
Long live the Emperor! Caught the ravens.
Aw, nowhere to drop you. Fine. Oh, there's more. It's you. Fine enough. That went nicely enough. But yeah, this sounds extremely not promising, however. Very much not promising.
How about a floating platform that simply just goes to the top?
No such easy paths for us. Use it. For some reason I always, but I like to choose on the other hand the paths that like work in a certain way. I tried to do the other thing, but I failed to do the other thing. Well, let's try to get at least a little bit of health back. Then, because I thought the wizard type of thing went into this direction still, so... Elevator to the top was cut. Yep, totally. Totally so. Well, there's a chest here, so I'll go and get the chest. At the very least.
This chest contained a Vorpal sword.
I'm just kidding. Vorpal swords don't exist.
Aw, I wanted the Vorpal sword though. And now you just like were just kidding with my hopes and feelings. Why would you do such a thing? game. Why would you ever do such a thing? Aw. I let you do that to me. Stupid me. Aw. And then the other one decided to attack real quickly. That is that sus. I should throw the enemies more like that, because then I can take 2 birds with 1 stone, so to speak, or 1 sword swing, because they are both down already. They go down so much quicker. So that's actually something that I really should do. Certainly. These anyways feel a little bit like if someone was below there, they would be doing real poorly, considering the snow just dropping down like that. So, doesn't feel very safe. I think that we are going to be stuck with the Iblis Stone in us again. I have a very
There were
strong feeling
stickers
about
all over
that.
the platform for really hot lady foxes, with pictures and addresses and everything.
That's very strange. Why exactly are you seeing, like, I haven't seen that many foxes around here. Who has placed all of those there? Has it been Zenobia to try to... I don't know. Be weird for some reason? 2 annoying flies, 1. Yep. Or maybe just... some others also like specifically fox ladies. Don't ask. Yeah, maybe better that I didn't. Maybe better that I didn't. Aw. Just like take that. There was the door here, I remember that. Just try to actually pass through Ronaldo. Yes. As far as we know, Reynaldo is the only fox in the world. We haven't seen many more foxes, so... or, to be honest, no other foxes. So, yeah. Even Zenobia is a cat, not a fox. Ah, this spot. And we had read this. Yes, this was the expedition thingy. About the expedition.
What was the point of this gate? Did they think no one would notice the lever?
That's a very good question, but I'm not sure what you're talking about the gate with, because there's no gate. There was simply like... oh dear. Like, how did it even explode that quickly? It was one of those exploded ones, but how did it explode straight away? I didn't think that I hit it accidentally twice there. So that's slightly strange to me, but fine enough. Oh, I wouldn't have needed to do that anyways. There wasn't anything to destroy anymore there. Okay. Okay, away from that spot. Oh no, I need to get out of that fire blast too, though. It's a lot more difficult when there's more of these explodify stuff, certainly enough. Just some more health. Good enough. That went well enough. Was able to avoid the blasts. Okay, good, good. Okay, ice sword required in here to get these 2 chests. And then still here, get the chest. Only plus 10 energy, really? Nothing more? At least I had some more than just 1 plus 10. Shadow sword. Okay, what does this lever? Well, it will actually, yeah, it will clear the path for us, which is all good. and required
Renato
even.
wondered what he should do when he found Zenobia. What could he do if she had the Iblis stone?
That is a very good question. I don't think there's too much we can really do then. To be honest, don't think there's that much we can do. Like, if the Iblis stone hasn't affected her too much yet, she's not going to be completely corrupted, but... well... yeah, Zenobia is there, quite clearly affected. However, yes, this is definitely what I want. Does true shields. I want that. Doesn't true an enemy will also stun him and knock him down. That would be nice too. And then we could even increase our dashing. Yeah, from here, maximum stamina. That would be nice enough. She definitely has the Iblis stone. We do have this though. I don't know what our this part will be doing for it though. It was the stone part that we used for it ourselves.
He reached the summit, expecting no one. But there she was, steaming, pacing.
I'm gonna kill him, she said. I'm gonna kill all his ravens, and then him, and then his family, and all the eggs and tadpoles. And then I'm gonna burn down their pond. Did you go and get the Iblis stone? Do you see all these ravens I killed? So much power.
Yeah. Great, Renato said.
You really want power from a demonic rock? You want the stone, don't you? Not really. Good. I'd rather not have to kill you. He told her he loved her. That he wouldn't let the Iblis stone take her, even if he had to die for it. Well, he planned to tell her. Now didn't seem like the right time. She'd probably cool off in a bit. So he let her get in her ship and fly off.
He rushed back to the Farfarer and followed her, keeping a healthy distance.
Zenobia's ship was just visible through the clouds ahead. How could he reason with her? But he had to. The rebels were down for the count. No wonder. He'd betrayed the location of their base and then he'd abandoned them. And if she became Empress while she was in the grip of the Iblis stone, if she became Empress by murdering her father, she could still be a great Empress. But she could also be a nightmare Empress.
She had to be stopped.
She had to be stopped. She can do what she wants. She just needs some space. Yes, that definitely with her demon stone and all. Yes, good. Sounds awesome. Very good.
There were more dead ravens along his path. Some of them wounded in the back. He knew she could have easily talked her way past them, or clouded the little tiny raven brains with a spell. She was going out of her way to kill everything in her path. This wasn't Zenobia. Not as he knew her.
Amateur, why can't you be of any use to me either? Gets up to Zenobia. Yes, well... Well... I don't have enough stone. That's for sure, to try to upgrade anything. So, yeah. Yeah. The armature has not been of any use to us, for sure. Not of any use. Maybe we should be going for the Iblis stone next time around. Yeah. Why didn't you say? Crazy demonic...
Renato had a feeling that was the back door to something. But what?
Well, for some stuff, probably. Some good things. Yes, there's a chest. No. Plus 10 energy isn't really that great, but... Yay, bus stop. Let me in. Well, takes a while. to get the other bus stop, but at least the next one is easy to catch. More buses this way.
His beloved was possessed by the spirit of a demon. That's what it meant to be a hero. To brave the darkness in your loved one's soul. To have faith there was still good in her. To help her out of that darkness, no matter what the cost. But what? What could he do? She'd kill him if he tried to take the Iblis stone from her.
Very true. I think we are kind of just going to see another end of the world scenario on our way. But that was to be expected, kind of. The only question is, do we just find another Iblis stone story path here? Or do we uncover actually truth from Zenobia? And I'm not sure. Ow. No fair. Okay, your, need all of them. I need help pretty badly again though. Well, they are dead. That's decent enough. Even though an imperfect result. Now, being a hero is really safe and doing it properly. Yeah, well, I don't think he is able to be the proper hero though then. I'm hitting air again. Ow. Let's go and kill these guys off. Then I would love to get some health back, but then when I was switching the sword, he used the ability against me.
Not felt a breeze.
Which was quite sad.
Through his armor. Oh dear, that wasn't good.
Felt a breeze through his armor. Yeah, not that good. Yeah, I think we might go to the Iblis stone first, because if we at least silence it with the stone, it doesn't manage to affect us that badly. We weren't as badly, at least before, when we were able to decide to go to Zenobia. Though it may still be going badly for us, but we'll see. We'll see. Don't know yet. But it's a good possibility to try at least that then otherwise, on the other hand. So yeah, don't know what is the best path to go, Jim, don't know. But I am interested to know how that would end up anyways. Going through the Iblis stone first and then to those. Yep, this time we're again going to the place where the Emperor was. Last time we were around with the Iblis stones, so yeah. Well, don't think things will go exactly well, but well. Okay. Not you again. Okay. Not you doing your stupid things. Okay, at least going decently enough, I guess. Okay, we did that. We gained access to this place again. I think the final truth is take the stone if we don't. We'll see. We made it this far because we have the troops already. True, I guess. True.
At the end of the trail of raven corpses was Zenobia. Her father was frantically rigging a strange apparatus wrapped around a glowing core.
Don't do it!
He shouted. You'll hate yourself in the morning.
Stay back,
She screamed in a horrible voice he'd never heard before. It froze him in his tracks. The Emperor stared at him. "Run," he told the toad, "or hop." But he didn't manage to voice it, only think it. Zenobia stabbed her blade forward, and His Majesty fell dead. She began laughing hysterically. Or was she weeping? "Just walk away," she laughed at him. "I've no more use for you." There was something he needed to do, but he couldn't figure out what it was. So he did as he was told. As he walked away, he felt a chill in the world. The light in the sky seemed to dim. He didn't dare turn. He had a nagging feeling there was something he should have done just then. Something heroic. But he could not have taken the Iblis stone from her by force, and she would not have parted with it willingly. A cold wind blew from where she had been, but he still didn't dare turn. And then, an awful laughter filled the air, and all the torches and all the ships went out, and he realized what he should have done. But by then, it was too late to do anything.
Tell that you loved her?
He should go back to some of the choices he'd faced before. Maybe there were new paths that had opened up, like those doors he was opening up all over the map that took him to new treasures and around his enemies. But he'd learned another true thing.
So we did learn.
Zenobia still had feelings for him.
Okay, great. We did learn that, though. A hero who believes there is always good left in a corrupted friend. The missing ingredient, story 8. Well, it certainly was the missing ingredient. The truth that she had feelings for him, nonetheless. So, we got that piece. Zenobia has feelings for Reynaldo, +2 levels. I didn't think that it would have actually worked, but we have all the true things. 4 out of 4 truths unlocked. Now what? I guess there may be something new that we can choose from the beginning. I don't know yet. We'll see, I guess. We'll see.
The book's pages fluttered to the beginning once again. Faster than before? And he fell. The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose.
New pick.
The rebellion was in
that.
trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced. Renato knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong, but he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Iblis stone was hidden there. It was a dangerous artifact. It could corrupt its user into a bloodthirsty monster. Maybe he could find a way to use it, to take its power without surrendering to its wickedness. And also, his old friend Lapino needed rescuing.
Okay.
Of course, Renato had a pretty strong suspicion that Lapino had betrayed the rebellion, and he had a gut feeling that he needed to use that to his advantage.
Okay. It apparently wants to tell us that he has a gut feeling that we should be using Lapino, or the fact that Lapino is going to be betraying us to our advantage, so maybe we shouldn't be taking this path then. I'm still interested to know, however, how the path would exactly work out if we went here. Our key is the key. I think that's a key. Yeah, I think that this is the way that we can do something, maybe win a game? Maybe, I don't know. Though I'm still very interested to know how the story would exactly go if we went here, but I don't know. Should we just go and have a look into how it would work, or do we go this and see how we can use the fact that Lappi is not actually our friend, but rather betraying us to our advantage? How could we use it to our advantage? Do say, Mavarentia Tayundan Chim Chim, do we go for Lappi or do we go to Iblis Temple? I don't think there's any reason for us to start building the Sky Ripper, however. This is at least something that I am interested to see some more stories regarding how we could do things if we go into the Iblis Stone. But if we can see about using Lappi's betrayal to our advantage, now that should be interesting. And that is clearly where this is pointing us now that we have all 4 truths. We know everything that we are required to know. Even though Lapino wasn't what anyone would consider a game changer, he could come up with some harebrained schemes. Maybe rescuing him was worth it. Maybe a rush run, just to see. Can you curb your lust? Do you mean with the Iblis Stone? Yeah, you're also curious about the Iblis Stone, how it would go with the Iblis Stone. In the meantime, when we are thinking for just a short bit, I'll just do a quick... Like, I need to just adjust this chat a little bit more because I have hard time seeing exactly perfectly when it... For some reason, it had went a little bit too big. And then it was partially off screen, so I had hard time seeing exactly 100% all sentences, so I'm just adjusting it just enough so that I can see better. So now it's better. So I still need to actually do one thing because now it wanted to scroll a bit, which is annoying. Okay. Maybe this is our chance to get a good ending. Yeah, this could be. If we want to go one or the other way. Though I don't think it will probably end well if we go for the Iblis Stone, but as said, I am interested to know how it would exactly go if we went at least that bad. I'm like, all story paths would be interested to know, but that is specifically the one which I am the most interested in at this point. The other one that I'm kind of interested in would be how would it end if we went and tried to assassinate the Toad. But that is still a secondary interest of mine. And then the Lappi is of course the one that we specifically need to do at some point or another. I like how the key success that we should know how we should use the truth on Lappi, but we don't. Yeah, true. Well, after all, even he says, Reynolds, when he said about wanting to use it against him, he didn't exactly say how he was planning to use it against him, So maybe we should go try to do a quick run through the Iblis Stone. Everyone agree? Is Mabarinthia still here? Do you agree? Or no? Would you like to just go into the key story? The key story. Sure. Alright. Okay, let's go and see about this story path. How would it end if we went for the Iblis Stone, went for the Skyreaper score, and then later on in the story go for the... I do know I like the Iblis one. You like the Iblis one? Now I'm slightly confused. Do you mean that you would like to see it, or do you mean that you wouldn't like to see it? But okay, nonetheless. As such, we have nonetheless gone to the temple only once. So it's not like we have gone through that path for a lot of times. We have just once tried to go and visit there. Only one time. A second, like, this we have already done a couple of times nonetheless, otherwise, and we have done this a couple of times. We haven't done this other than just the one time thus far. Well, we are all kind of, at least Tayunda said that he's interested and so on, so I guess we could go through this. I'll try to go it quickly, at least the paths that we do know, and we'll see how it goes, I guess. We have done this only once before, so...
The island was windswept desert. No one went there except ostriches and ostrich hunters.
The Iblis Stone. It would whisper promises in his ear, offer him power for blood. But this time, Bernardo was sure he could master it.
Totally.
And so, Bernardo went ostrich hunting.
Totally. We're absolutely going to master it. This is for sure. Totally. 100% going to be the case. Absolutely.
Every child could sing verses about the Sky Ripper, but ancient codices held hints of other things. A stone that ate souls, a ruby that drank blood, a jewel only a righteous man could give away.
Were all these things the Iblis stone? Long hidden in a buried temple? Another ancient item that was only resurfacing now? Drawn up from the deeps by the Emperor's horrific rituals?
I'm just gonna check quickly though before I continue. Yeah, this seems to be working still good. Yep. I was just like wondering slightly because I didn't see any of you write anything, so that my chat was still working properly, but I hope Twitch is working fine. But do it. Thank you. You actually did it. I put it the wrong direction. I want your life energy 100% right now. Ah. Oh well. Give me that. You don't need it. Okay. Sorry, you don't need to apologize.
Cawing in frustration. They were still searching.
I just wanted to make sure that everything was working.
Good. Then he hadn't come too late.
So nothing to apologize. I'm just sure, like, it's pretty logical that I just
Bernardo
wanted
knew
to
the
make
raw
sure
power
everything
he had
works.
gained could be molded into greatness.
Let's do this. It's a nice idea. Let's take one of these. Had you leveled up everything? No, not even remotely. Like, we have huge amount of health we could upgrade and a huge amount of a lot of stuff that we could upgrade. I'm just taking dash at least to almost full. Stun is a nice idea. Inflict damage on hooked enemies could be nice. Overall speed of the hookshot would be nice enough to attack enemies at any distance. Auto-activates when reaching a certain combo threshold. I guess I could take one of these.
Cool. Wish I could do that.
So I have a little bit of extra stamina, just in case. I have a little bit of a stunning dash, and a little bit of true sword food. But yeah, there's plenty of stuff that I could be taking. Like, I haven't taken health, any health more, even though that would actually also help me to actually survive better. Also, the sword magic would be nice to upgrade more, but yeah. There's so many things that I would like to get there too still. There's plenty to upgrade. Plenty. Aw. Tried to put it towards you, but I didn't quite manage to. I need health again then, though. It's quite of a shame that I do, but I very clearly do. Okay, good. At least you were able to. Don't attack there more, please. Good, I was able to at least get away from that. Give me your shield, and we shall be doing just fine. Yes. Good. Health might be a good idea for the next point. Yeah, it could be. It would allow me to lose a little bit of the health and still be able to actually survive even if I make mistakes. So yeah, it would be a good idea. It would be definitely. Well, some stuff from there. And there is still one sword also to upgrade. The fire sword I haven't upgraded fully. All the other swords I have at least upgraded fully, but not the fire sword. Yes, fire sword is the one that I haven't upgraded completely as of yet. Yay, energy. That was definitely worth it, those 3. Have we read this? Not sure. Probably not, considering there's a Find the Stone, and I don't think I've ever read that, so this might be also interesting. You have been chosen in this critical mission for your ability to follow orders to the letter without question. Do not believe the naysayers. Your score in the intelligence test is only proof that you are better geared than anyone else to follow orders. Take pride in knowing that I, your emperor, have handpicked you for this mission. So he has sent someone really stupid to go and get the stone. And yeah, definitely something we haven't read before, so actually this is also very fun that we are able to read this now. Before I didn't have the right sword yet to get to this place when we were here a long time before. Yeah, I'm guessing someone failed the intelligence test. Yes. Follow the instructions to the letter. Always travel in pairs. Do not look at the engravings in the wall. Do not lose the hermetic box. When you find the stone, immediately place it in the box and seal the box. If you hear a voice in your head, ignore it. Remember, the temple is haunted. Obviously, this is an old temple dedicated to an old evil god. There were blood sacrifices. Of course it would be haunted. Don't split the party. Ignore the voice in your head. Remember, ghosts cannot hurt you, but they will try to confuse you. When you hear a voice, take the drowsy pill. If you meet another soldier with the stone and it is not in the hermetic box, immediately spray them with drowsy gas. Find the stone, put it in the box, seal the box, and most important of all, find the stone. He has sent someone very good guys, most apparently very intelligent guys to get the stone. Yes, who know how to follow orders to the letter.
A road less traveled. This could be fun. If it wasn't fatal, that is.
To go there or here. But there's a chest here. That's actually also blocked in there, which is good. Yeah, this is a load of instructions to someone who failed an intel test. Yeah, I'm not sure if they should be able to properly follow those sort of orders, but yeah. Aww. No, it was that guy. Okay, good. Now then to this direction, thank you. Then kill that one. Okay, managed to somehow survive from that. Thought that I would be done for.
There was a sign. Take the goat across first.
There's the puzzle thing where you have the goat and the wheat and then the one other thing, and you can only take one item across at a time or 2 items across at a time. Goat needs to be going first according to this though. Oh god. You give me that. I love the speed of this when you can activate the ability though. Good. Lovely. Went well enough. Go to eat fox, though I guess not that order, yeah. Probably not that order, because I think it would be a little bit bad to leave the goat with the wheat. Goat with the fox would be bad too and all. But nonetheless. Apparently, goat first though. They should track a top score for each fight. Yeah, that could be fun. I don't remember how many stones I needed to upgrade the last sword fully. 50 and I have 47. Huh? So close, but no cigar. Don't be stuck, Reynaldo.
There had to be some way to use the Iblis stone. It was old, wasn't it? People are so much cleverer now. And Reynaldo was pretty sure he was cleverer than most people.
Cleverer. Yes, totally, Reynaldo. You're so clever.
When I build my castle, thought Reynaldo, all my gates are going to open with buttons. And all the levers will drop rocks on your head.
All the levers will drop rocks on your head. Good thing, Reynaldo. I think that will work just great. Oh dear. I did the wrong things. Well, need some more health again, though. And I need your shield, thank you very much. Give me your shield too, that would be very much appreciated. A little bit extra health. Well, I managed to survive even if it was imperfect. More intelligenter than average people. Yes, very. This is like totally so intelligent, Reynaldo. So intelligent. So intelligent that you can't activate a lever.
The Ravens at least could not get past this point. Obviously the temple builders knew how to deal with tomb raiders.
Yes, no experience. Oh, this place again. It's been a long time, though.
Hated cannon traps. Also, who reloaded these things anyway? He never figured that part out.
Good question. Good question. Let's just activate this, and then we shall go in here, and then across here, then here, and we're there, basically. With the lovely little Iblis stone. Yes.
It was a stone of the purest blackness. It reflected no light, like a void made solid. Nervous, he picked it up. I can make you mighty. Who said that? Give me blood. It was the stone. Eager, thirsty. Kill the Emperor's daughter. That seemed tempting and terribly wrong. Zenobia was the Emperor's greatest general and a potent witch. But they had been close once.
And he had a sneaking suspicion the gem would try to control him.
Why not capture the core of Sky Ripper instead? It was the eye of a lost god torn out by the transcendent Emperor to power his greatest weapon.
What's the core?
Said the stone anxiously.
But even though Reynaldo knew how evil the gem was, he had a clever plan for dealing with it.
Ooh, there is also another option now. We don't have to go to the core. We can do something else, whatever the clever plan for you is. I don't know what it is, but the Iblis stone, it promised great power, but Reynaldo knew that this power came at a cost. He had thought of a clever way to have its power without its evil, but Reynaldo's clever plan did have a tendency to backfire. Like, this silenced it at the very least, but I am interested to know what this clever plan is supposed to be. So, Though, when we consider he's intelligenter than average people, tendencies, and cleverer, and all that, I'm not sure I trust how this would go either, but guys, Labyrinthia, let me know what we shall do. I don't know. It is a clever plan, yes. That's what it is said. A clever plan to use the gem. Somehow. Question is, how? Indeed. I don't know what I would choose. What do we want to do? Of course we could always go for this too, but we know that at least will go badly pretty much for sure, so... yeah, probably not the best plan. So it would be either going for this or this. I am guessing it will backfire too, to be honest. But when it's a new option, it's like... interested? So, backfire would be fun? Question mark. Yeah, that's a good question mark. So, Maverickia would say C. Well, backfire sounds fun. Distractions. Yes, distractions. Not getting through the path that I originally planned to go through. So, this is a distraction. Should we go for the distraction or not, though, then? So, there's one vote for C. What about you, Jim Jim and Tayunta? What are your votes? What shall we do? What shall we do? What shall we do? There may be a clever plan after this too, after all. It's not like this is the last one. Truth 5. Reynaldo is not as clever as he thinks. That would be very much a possible truth. Clever plans everywhere. Yes. Okay, Tayunta sticks with the original plan. Happening seemingly at random. The clever plans, yes. Clever plans everywhere, like clever plan of using Lappi as well. So, Jim Jim, it's your choice. Do we stick with the plan, the original plan, to go for the core? Or do we go for the clever plan? Though I am very curious about the third option. Yes, me and you both, Tayunta, me and you both. I am very curious about it too, but I am curious about the original plan too, so it's kind of 50-50 for me. Jim Jim, you are the final vote. Unless you vote for this, but I say that don't vote for that, Jim Jim. I thought I was rallying for clever plan option C. Okay. But you didn't say it clearly. I was thinking that you probably did, but I wasn't 100% sure. So we go with the clever plan then. Let's go with the clever plan.
The gem could give great power, but it was evil. But Reynaldo had a plan. He would divide the stone into the power half and the evil half. He sought out the sage Calaveras.
Oh, you need a mirror of splitting,
Croaked Calaveras.
I can make one.
Calaveras set up various shiny things. And soon Reynaldo was setting the stone down in the middle of Calaveras' lab. There was a flash. And now Reynaldo was looking at himself. Except with a mustache, and a goatee and darker hair. There were two Iblis stones. One light and one dark. Reynaldo took the light one. He felt a rush of great power. Now I could defeat the Emperor. Wait a minute. Unfortunately, he couldn't think of any way to use it without hurting someone. That wouldn't be nice. Give me that, said his evil-looking twin. And he drew his sword. He only got it halfway out of the scabbard when he fainted from the effort. Obviously, neither weak, evil Reynaldo nor powerful, nice Reynaldo was any threat to the Empire. After the Emperor's victory, they were exhibited in a museum until time ended, which was soon after.
You have died.
He tried something bold and paid the price for it.
Okay, well, that was a very interesting, clever plan, but if you're too nice, it will not end very well. You can't bring
Every
yourself to
child
destroy
could sing
anyone.
verses about the Sky Ripper.
What?
But ancient codices held hints of other things. A stone that ate souls. A ruby that drank blood. A jewel only a righteous man could give away.
Were all these things the Iblis stone?
I'm not sure.
Long hidden in a buried temple? Another ancient item that was only resurfacing now? Drawn up from the deeps by the Emperor's horrific rituals?
More
It
fire?
doesn't.
Yes, please.
Yeah, kind of true. It didn't actually go anywhere. It doesn't. Story choice fail. Does it trade as a story? It was kind of fun, but yeah, evil twin backfire. Nice guy plan backfire too, though. Yeah, and about your void has been pre-voted if you vote A. And maybe you were a little bit too clever before Jim Jim. Your option C is invalid. Well, I guess we go for
What
the Iblis
was
stone
he
again,
doing
though.
here? Last time, the stone had fought him for possession of his own soul.
Well, let's go and see the other choice now then, right? This won't take too long. Aw, they're a little bit too late. Aw. I don't like you. Go away, you thing. You thing. No, don't. He did it. He did it anyways. I tried to say stop him, but he didn't.
Ravens were already here, cawing in frustration. They were still searching for a way in.
And evil
Good.
winds never solve anything.
he hadn't come
when
too
will
late.
people learn? Yep. This is... It feels so weird. Like here, it feels like Reynaldo is running even faster than he should. Which is very strange to me. I didn't try to do that yet. Besides, I don't have any points to upgrade anything with. But yeah, now then, we actually go to the plan that I planned to do before. Come here.
Shy?
Yes, don't be shy, my little... Way too many of them decided to attack me at once. Way too many. Go strike this, get out of there. You could go there if you wanted to. Okay. I wanna out of there, so give me that. It feels so weird. It sometimes feels like he's moving real quickly, even though I don't see a good reason why he would feel going that quickly. But if the evil twin is the good one, yeah, that's a good question. Though, who is the good one and who is the bad one? Who will ever know? Open Sesame. Though I don't know what I do with any more stones, but...
my order, thought Renato. He was such a wit.
Salsa wheat, yes. This isn't that long of a path, so it's not that long of a distance to go again, but... So in that sense, not too big of an issue. Hero's sword. Open this, get the chest again. Did he say quit? I don't know. Did he say that? I'm not sure
If
anymore.
he ever had a castle, he was going to hide his stuff better.
Yeah, that is actually a good idea, Reynaldo. If you do want to go and have a castle, do hide stuff better. Because that's not a very good hiding place. Good. We're able to get it straight into there. So you went straight into that. Ow. Like I was trying to look for this. Aw, he got exploded. Seems like walls would be good to probably stop so many people falling off. Yeah, true. True.
A very clever engineer named Elon Muskrat got his start making floating platforms. Not many people knew that.
Jump here, you. Need to always pay attention. Which way did we come from? Did we come from here? I'm not sure anymore. Oh, there's a chest, I guess, so I'll take that. Yay, energy.
There had to be some way to use the Iblis stone. It was old, wasn't it? People are so much cleverer now.
Maybe.
And Renato was pretty sure he was cleverer than most people.
Maybe I got the full speed because of the fact that we are going through routes that we already know. So the game is being nice and letting us go even faster through certain routes. Maybe, I'm not sure, but it kind of feels that that might be the case. So... Aw. I don't like you. I want you to die. Away. Yeah, it's a bug, not a bug, it's a feature. It may be because it feels like it's happening now and it never did before. I hear that a lot in my line of work. Yeah, because it feels so much faster than it did before, so it could be because of the fact that we are now have all the truths, so they have thought that okay, let's make it a little bit quicker, so you don't need to be feeling like you're going through exactly the same stuff all the time or some sus. To a degree I can at least understand here specifically, because this is actually going the same levels again.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
No, it's because you were the evil twin, and you know nothing, Jon Snow, apparently. I don't know where that came from, but like Game of Thrones reference, of course, but I'm not sure why Reynaldo would be saying that. All the references, yes, absolutely all the references. This reference,
The
I'm
Ravens
just
at
not
least
sure.
could not get past this point. Obviously, the temple builders knew how to deal with tomb raiders.
Elon Musk as well. Yeah, with high speed running down. Move platform.
This wasn't actually such a hard puzzle, come to think of it.
It really wasn't. I very much agree with that. Who needs walls? Absolutely. Stop. Okay, well, I did get that one explodable there, but oh well. Not too big of an issue. Hello, Iblis stone again.
It was a stone of the purest blackness. It reflected no light, like a void made solid. Nervous, he picked it up. I can make you mighty. Who said that? Give me blood. It was the stone. Eager, thirsty.
So thirsty.
Kill the Emperor's daughter.
Maybe all the Tomb Raiders
That
fell off. Maybe it's
seems
not a bug, it's a
tempting
feature.
and terribly wrong. Zenobia was the Emperor's greatest general and a potent witch. But they had been close once.
And he had a sneaking suspicion the gem would try to control him.
Why not
Very
capture the
sneaky
core of
suspicion.
Sky Ripper instead? It was the eye of a lost god torn out by the transcendent Emperor to power his greatest weapon.
What's the core?
Said the stone anxiously.
But even though Renato knew how evil the gem was, he had a clever plan for dealing with it.
Yes, clever plan that worked out perfectly. So I think we're gonna go with the armature now. Yes,
The stone
it was the
bothered
plan
him.
before.
He hated being told what to do. Wasn't that why he joined the rebellion? Wasn't that why he'd refused to be a soldier? He'd agreed
Yeah,
to come
totally.
on board
The clever
only if he
plan
could
again.
freelance.
The
All
stone
over
felt
again.
a bit clingy, and he had a feeling it did not have his best interests at heart. The sage Calaveras had told him where to
hesitation.
find the Sky Ripper, a weapon capable of challenging the gods. Even without its armature, the core would still possess great power.
He would go there.
Let's go silence this and see how we would be going forward from there. Because I would be still interested to know the original plan, how it would be working out. So let's go for this. At least it will silence this, so that
The
should be
moment he
good.
landed the Farfarer, Renato had a rare feeling of regret. It's not too late, he thought. He could turn around and sail for Zenobia's island. He frowned. Wait a minute. He didn't want to kill Zenobia, did he? Sure, technically she was the enemy, but they'd been at Sword Food School together. They'd never been lovers, but somehow they'd been closer. She'd told him every secret about herself. Except the biggest one. That she was the Emperor's daughter. No. Kill Zenobia, whispered the stone. Before it's too late.
Maybe we shouldn't go and explore into other places because there's not like there's extra stuff, but we could just drop down the well and go quicker into the armature, couldn't we? Or did it go quicker if we went into there? I'm not sure. Was that a quicker way to go there, or would we be able to get there quicker if we went through the ice store and all? Can't
This
say I
chest
remember
was
for sure.
really horrible.
Or
Get it?
shut up, Stone. Me busy, yes. I'm not listening to Stone. Stone can talk whatever he wants, but no one listens. No one listens to a little old Stone. This I think we read. Academy stuff. Maybe the islands are a hive mind, yes. Flow with father. Yes. That pun was horrible. Yeah, okay. I need to kill you first and foremost. Need to get you. Could at least kill you. Let's go further away so we don't have to be... Can't even hit that like into this guy when there was the other guy like on the way. Let's just take at least just a teeny tiny bit of health back when I lost some. Yay, and some more health back. Okay. Okay, that went nicely enough. No, I wanna go and get this guy. Okay, that went nicely, got nice slow down.
Bernardo
That went
danced
nicely
around
enough.
the room yelling, "Oh yeah, oh yeah,
This
that's
again.
how we do it." It was something he liked to do, but only after he'd killed all
Yeah,
the
it doesn't
witnesses.
seem like you can just hold them and use them as meat shields. No, you certainly can't. That definitely doesn't work. Tried that out, doesn't work. Let's head here.
You
then.
almost never saw wild gogglers together like this. The toads had to train them not to peck each other to death. So these had to be Imperial gogglers.
Imperial.
That meant ravens were up ahead.
Turn. I don't need to kill you guys though. You two just stay there. I don't really care about you gogglers.
The stone hadn't lied about what it could do for him. With each raven he cut down, he felt a jolt of power flowing into his arm. "You're weak," whispered the stone. "The core will kill you." Are you afraid of it?
No, don't be ridiculous.
Don't be
It chuckled.
ridiculous at
But
all.
it's unstable. It will poison you if someone just carry it. And if you try to use it, it will explode catastrophically.
Renato did not trust rocks that talked in his head. He went onwards.
Just throw and dealt with. That was nice enough, even though
They were a lot of
imperfect.
shiny, smooth, curved with leather, buckles, and kind of smelled. You know what? Never mind. Yes, there was also ore and other useful stuff. Let's focus on that, shall we?
Fine, if you want so. I'm kind of interested what it was though, the stuff that you saw there, but okay then. If you don't want to tell me again, then fine. Okay, back to this puzzle. Won't take too long to get through. Then just...
Of course there was a puzzle. You couldn't expect the transcendent Emperor to bury a god's eye in a leather sack where anyone could pick it up.
Quite true. It's an easy puzzle too, especially when you've done it already once. Really easy. Nah. Though this I never managed to do at least quickly enough to actually not get some damage.
Ow, 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 ow.
Ow. Yes, it hurts. But one must deal with that. Classy. I feel you probably don't. I was thinking that there's battle going to be in here. I wanna deal with you ASAP. Aww. Give me that. I do like the speed with this thing.
I wish that somebody had been watching.
Ronaldo wished that someone would have been watching. But there wasn't anyone. But there's the core. Good, good. Here we are. Let's take it.
As he approached the core, the stone became hysterical.
Too much power. We'll rip a hole in space and time.
He had a sudden vision of plunging his gauntlet into the core and dying in anguish. That wasn't his vision, was it? The stone had sent him its darkest fears, hadn't it? He had a sudden impulse to do exactly that. He raised his right fist and plunged it into the core. There was a rush of light. He thought he could hear the stone screaming. And then he passed out. When Renato came to, the core was gone. But the Iblis stone was no longer black, but glowing with a blue light. And it was silent. "I can't hear you," he sang out, and "You?" It didn't answer. "Ha!" he said. He had defeated the demonic gem with the power of his mind.
Of his mind, yes, totally.
He felt invincible. It was time to attack the Imperial outpost on the Nexus. Take the battle to the enemy. But among the huge crystals, there was also an observatory. A wise man would probably ask the scientists exactly what he had first. How wise was he?
This is of course like we can just go again and destroy them. This is the way we did it before, and that led to the path that we would all be interested to see how that would end up. But of course we never did take it to the scientists, but I don't think that it will be anything that... Well, we did go with the Sky Gripper there, and overall, and then to the scientist overall, but like, we have seen the science path a little bit more, so I would think that we just continue forward to the path that we planned to go for. Don't you guys agree? Go and see, destroy this, and then go for Zenobia, correct? Will we do so? And just making sure that we all agree, at least approximately, on what we wish to be doing. Yeah, be worth it. Works. Yeah. Okay, good. Good. Sounds good. Alrighty, let's go with the plan.
As the Farfarer sailed towards the Nexus, Bernardo wondered if the core had been created to silence the stone, or even to feed its hunger. Well, honestly, he didn't care. He felt terrific, and he appreciated the quiet inside his head.
We are not a wise man, but as such, Reynaldo said he was cleverer than most. He never said that he was wiser than most. This was the path that we were able to get to the Zenobia. I don't know if we would be able to get the Zenobia from the scientist path. That's the thing.
The Nexus was infested with ravens, but that didn't bother Reynaldo. With each death, the converted Iblis stone in his gauntlets glowed brighter, and he felt stronger.
Wow. He was getting a bit bloodthirsty, wasn't he?
Well, he wasn't worried. He was a warrior. They're supposed to be bloodthirsty.
Yes, warriors definitely supposed to be bloodthirsty. But this was the path that we were in before, so this is the path that we can get there, that's for sure. That's for sure. We are able to get there from here. After this is the
quite
choice.
The view, he thought.
Quite the view. Bonfire or this little campfire being on the way of me destroying a box. I don't know if I do anything more with the stones, but at least I can use the health and the energy, so that's all nice. Can I actually get a skill point? No, not quite yet. Close enough with the XP, but not quite yet. Let's go this way, nonetheless. And this way. Then to this platform. And then up the stairs. Long, long, long stairs. I wanted to just get those guys killed at least, first and foremost. Actually, I don't even need really a lot of health, but just wanted to make sure nonetheless that at least we'd be able to get a little bit. Just to have a maximum amount of health, that was fine. All went good enough. Yay, energy. Lovely. Then we can use more of our powers.
The core, absorbed in the stone, was doing its job perfectly. Bernardo could feel a little eldritch jolt every time he downed a raven, but then it flowed into the glowing stone the way water flows down a riverbed. It all felt perfectly natural, as if all his life, this was what he had been meant to do.
Totally. Absolutely meant to do this, yes.
The Nexus was a key node in the Empire's communications. From here, he could cut the ravens off from all communications with the palace.
Just gotta destroy boxes. I saw you coming here. Then you would need to be destroyed. Like, hit that guy, please. Come here. Just the last strike to you, and then don't know what other guys do. I hate it when, like, I've already decided to try to take the shield from this guy, and then the other guy decides to come and against me, but oh well, imperfect then.
Renato tore through the last remaining guards at the outpost like hot coffee through snow. There was a far speaker toad here. He called the council speaker. He knew she would be thrilled. And she was. She wanted him to come back to base. They had plans to discuss, and a medal to give him. A large, golden medal. Great, said Renato. Let's talk about who else I can kill. Then the far speaker croaked again.
Hello, Renato.
It said,
If you get sick of slaughtering second-rate birds in the Nexus, I'm waiting for you in the mountains.
Zenobia. She missed him. She loved him.
Ooh.
Once she saw how awesome he'd become, maybe she'd join him. They'd kiss and... Well, if she did refuse for some reason, he was no match for him now.
Funny. That was funny. Like, before Reynaldo up, like, said immediately about this that it was clearly an ambush. It was clearly a trap. But now then, oh, because I'm so awesome that Zenobia, like, and knows that she has feelings for him still, that Zenobia, like, that was definitely not there when we didn't know that truth about Zenobia having feelings for him. So that was interesting. New phone, who this? But yeah, glad that I do remember. I remembered that this was here, so we are taking that. Correct? Everyone agrees? I think that is definitely why we came here to begin with. So let's see if it is a trap, or how will this exactly work? Will we keep the Ipley stone somehow to her, or what will happen? We'll see. Let's go.
Zenobia was taunting him. No doubt she hoped to lure him into a trap, but it didn't matter, did it? He could fight his way out of any trap. He was invincible. This was gonna be fun.
Well, we'll see how this will work out. Going to meet Zenobia with us having the Ipley stone. We'll see.
So where was this ambush? Renato couldn't wait. At Sword Fu school, she'd always studied a little harder, practiced a little longer, complained really a lot less. And then she'd become a sorceress. He'd always known he'd have to take her by surprise or not at all. But this would be a surprise indeed.
You are very confident about being able to win against Zenobia. It may be that we just absorb her now into the sword, and that will be sad if that actually goes on and happens, but at least we'll know then how this story will be ending. This bad. So. No, go away from there. Well, this was funny.
Renato felt ready to take on new powers.
Yay, level up. Yay, energy, which we have full now. So we can definitely use the sword ability to be even quicker. I guess I should throw you to this sword guy so we can take him out. I'm not sure. I was thinking that, like, I lost this guy, which is kind of annoying. Oh no. Well, at least I don't die to that when I have the elemental resistance thing. Even though it didn't go as well as I would have liked it to go, but at least I didn't die to it. Boom, yes. Unfortunately, boom. And boom in the way
Take
that I
a
would
leap
like.
of faith, said the inscription.
I don't know if that's a good idea to take a leap of faith in this sort of a case, but I wonder how many have taken that leap of faith. This is usually the path that I have taken from there. Where did this thing go? I have no idea, so I guess I might just as well try. Alone. Where does this go? Does this take us into some more battles? Or am I just skipping a treasure? If that's the case, then that's totally fine too. Did you see that? That one raven just walked off the ledge to begin with, didn't he? I'm very sure he did. Which would be quite silly. At least I was able to see him just walking off the ledge. So, yeah. At least I saw that one raven just straight away like
The mountain
dropped.
paths were infested with ravens. That was swell. Every time he cut one down, the stone glowed a little brighter.
In fact, everything glowed a little brighter. Look how white the snow was, and how very blue the raven blood was.
Seriously, where was she? He wanted to try his new strength against hers.
Oh dear. Have they taken the easy way out rather than face you? Yeah, quite apparently so. Give me your shield. Give me your shield, I told you. Aw. Well, hey, I did manage to drop him. I was trying to take your shield already before, you silly one. Goodbye. Which way to take? I've usually always gone there, so maybe I should try something else. I don't know where this leads. If I go here. Is this like... Not sure which way I went first, but I know that I usually then went always to the doors, so... Maybe they just avoid some fights if I go always to those doors. I'm not sure. Oh, there's at least a chest here. So I guess that's fine. Aww. Give me a little bit health back, thank you very much. Then I want this sword back, thank you. Yay, energy. Well.
Now, dootsie-doo.
I was pressing the wrong button. That's so annoying. Aw, he hit me. I thought that I already killed him. Oh well, it doesn't matter that much. That was an easy fight that I just was silly about, if I might say. Well, there's a chest here. We can open that too. Get some extra health from there too. Then get it here. I'm glad that I can nonetheless dash through some enemies, but that's part of the problem because sometimes I have certainly tried to dash through and then it just hasn't wanted to actually work at that time. So it's so ridiculous speed sometimes though. That's nice enough. Okay. Won them at least this time around. So high speed. Sometimes going through though. Okay, then here. We should be to Zenobia relatively soon though. Oh yeah. Well, I guess here at least I can make this path. If you just like would go through that and open the door and not just hit it with your sword. Why do they have actually doors that open with swords to begin with? Why no keys? Why swords? I saw a sword as I don't know. Shouldn't swords almost all be similar though? Shouldn't they all be pretty much like able to switch into the same spot? These of course have different energies, but otherwise sword is just a sword. Then just close this. Get into here, take a little bit more of the energy. I don't like you. Go through there. And use some power. Ah. Annoying. He just barely hit me.
There is a season. He turned over and died.
And died. He just barely hit me. But yeah, those are definitely some of the more difficult situations when there's so many who do the elemental damage. In these sort of cases, this sword is, for example, so great when it can just freeze everything, though. Definitely. Unwieldy, yeah. Can you imagine having to unlock your house or your car on your bike lock with a sword? Unwieldy, yes. So it would be, clearly.
Fresh socks, thought Renato. Please be fresh socks.
What? Did you need fresh socks so badly? That's kind of sad. That is kind of sad. Okay, just activate this for a moment. Let's close it again. Then
Renato
here.
felt antsy. He'd found a source of great power. But instead of joining with the rebels, he was on a fool's errand the Emperor's daughter had sent him on. The rebels were preparing a last-ditch attack against the Imperial fleet, counting on Renato to show up in time. Would he be too late?
I wonder if she is here then, considering we haven't found, like, if it's a trap, then she doesn't necessarily have to even be here, right? Let's take a little bit of health, then we have just 25 actually hit points more. She is here. Okay, well, let's see how this goes then. Hello, Zenobia.
At the end of the path was Zenobia. I thought you were going to ambush me, he said, a little put out. I owe you better than that.
I know how you feel about me, love. You want to join up with me, don't you? You got to admit, we'd make a great team. Of all the arrogant, ham-handed, half-assed, half-witted... Oh, come on. What else you here for?
That, she said, as a dropship poured a bucket of green liquid on his head. Drowsy gas. You can't stop me with drowsy gas, Zenobia. My power's too strong. Zenobia? Where was she?
When he awoke, he was staring up at the sky. Zenobia looked down at him, brooding.
I probably ought to kill you, but that'd be a bit tawdry, wouldn't it? She was tossing the glowing stone from paw to paw.
Oh, Zenobia.
This is pretty.
Zenobia!
He shouted, and then he fell back into sleep. On the Farfarer, Renato drank his favorite headache remedy. But it did no good. Zenobia had beaten him again. Oh, he really should have listened to the Iblastone in the first place instead of messing around with the core. He had a bad feeling about the upcoming fight. But what kind of hero misses the final battle?
Well, at least it's not just the Iblastone. Maybe it wouldn't have to possess her that badly. But I think we know how this is gonna be approximately ending. Yes. Yes. Well, drowsy gas was all that
Renato
it
was
took.
bruised and tired. He wasn't looking forward to killing
Well.
ravens. Didn't even seem scary. It felt like a chore, like sweeping the practice room at Swordfu School, which he'd done his best to leave for Zenobia whenever he could. What would she do with the glowing Iblis stone? That should terrify him, shouldn't it? But he just felt dull and stupid as he carved his way towards probable doom.
Yay. Probable doom. Stop Zenobia. Yes, totally. Well, it was an ambush. Or a trap. Better said. Well, well, well. At least we know how it went. And we shall see the end result soon enough.
There it was again. The back door to the portal that went to the center of the fleet.
Again, it was there. Okay. Bus drop is right in time. Bus drop. Stop. Let me guess the next one, and the next one, and then the teleporter. So Zenobia is supposed to be sacrificed. Did that actually happen in any of the endings? Not to my knowledge, so I'm not sure.
It was all so unfair. He'd wanted to protect himself, protect the world from the Iblisstone's hunger for blood and souls. And all he'd done is get mugged. Next time he owned a supernatural artifact that wanted tribute, he'd serve it champagne and caviar.
Champagne and caviar.
Hey, did you guys ever learn to swing dance?
Oh, well, too late.
Too late for that now. Yay. At least a great style. Not amazing, but great. Trying to get here. Sometimes difficult. And I have no idea when this sacrifice was supposed to happen to begin with. That's like the question. I have no idea when it was supposed to happen. How did I miss you? Ouch. Ouch. Okay. Let's just take a little bit of a better distance right now. Okay. And I could just use my stone in this, or the special sword ability to make things easier, if need be, to attack quicker. Okay. Yeah, thanks for watching, Mavarentia. I'm glad you came around. So, see ya. And have fun, Mavarentia. Okay, just need to try to go here quickly now. But yeah, I'm not sure when it's supposed to happen. Like, we see that he did the writing like 2 weeks ago. The Emperor said that he was writing that letter 2 weeks earlier. But, like, how does it exactly mean? What exactly happened and all that? I don't know. Which is a kind of a problem. No, I want to kill you specifically first and foremost. Okay, nice enough. I was thinking that there should be more spawning in just a moment. Yay, stop that guy from doing that. Real quick. Okay. And the way opens once more. But the sacrificing bit is a little bit confusing. And not just a little bit.
Zenobia was cleaning blood off her sword and weeping. It's so hungry. I can't stop killing, she said. But I fed it the core of the Sky Ripper, and now it's hungry again. She wept. It was true. The Iblastone was black again. A void that seemed to suck all the light out of the sky. Take it from me, Renato. While you still can. Okay. I'll take it, he said. Yes, he thought. This is what it means to be a hero. To save the soul of even his old enemy when it looked like all was lost. He stepped forward to accept the sword from her outstretched hand. She flipped the sword, and the blade went into his gut. As the Iblastone sucked his soul into its infinite darkness, he could vaguely hear a voice, something like Zenobia's chuckle. Sucker.
Oh dear.
Oh, again? But he already had all the secrets he needed. He was sure of that. He must have not used them the right way. What was the best, worst mistake he could make? Probably trusting that traitor Lapino.
The fox who got mocked. A hero who fights until the end even when he is humiliated. Well, we saw that ending now. Was thinking that that's... Actually, it's great that we went to the other one then before, considering that actually brought truth about Zenobia. I wonder which all things actually bring truth out of Zenobia, considering that was about Lapino as well. The game really wants you to go the Lappy way. Yeah, the game plays us like a fiddle. Well, hey, but that was still nice to see how it went. So I guess we shall go the Lappy way.
The book's pages fluttered to the beginning once again. Faster than before? And he fell. The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were